Hi, thank you for coming. My name is Yoriko Oki, and I'm your host for this weekend. Just in case you don't know, I started this show in 2020, October. That was, when the COVID started in February, March, and we're still kind of a shelter in place mode. For the Knit City virtual, they couldn't do the in-person show, of course, and they decided not to have vendor sessions. I totally understood their decision. Like it's just so overwhelming to organize everything. But we, dyers, needed place to connect with customers. So at that point, I've been bending with Knitting Live since May 2020. And I decided that we could do that, just vendors. So we got together with the first show we probably had 15 vendors or so. It was like 2 weekends, right? Maybe even more. So since then, I'm hosting the show. First year we did 3 times because people needed it, right? And then we switched to twice a year, and I believe this is our 8th show. And I'm so glad people should come and join us. So thank you. Yeah, let me get started with this. And there we go. So this is me. Again, my name is Yoriko Oki. I'm in the Metro Vancouver area of British Columbia, Canada. And I am also the part of Fibre Art Studio on Granville Island, where Penny and Rose and other people share the place. Okay, and let me get started by sharing my shop link. I have my own website, and you can visit it by clicking that link right there.
Very cool.
If you like to follow what I'm doing, I'm usually most active on Instagram, although I've been a little bit quiet recently because I feel like a bit burnt out with Instagram. Instagram is hard now. The algorithm changed so much, and they say, we have to share video on the platform. And although I heard from so many vendors and I agree, all the fellow business owners, we are not videographer. Okay. We want to make beautiful things with Fibre and share it. Why can't we just share the beautiful picture of our products or projects? So if you like to, not just me, if you like to support any of the small businesses in Fibre Art world, best thing you could, following and not doing anything about their post is the worst. Because when you have lots of followers, but nobody's chatting about it or sharing it, even liking it, the algorithm thinks, oh, this is not very important. So they go to the down of the list. So what you could do is follow them. Liking is okay, but it's not very effective. The best way is usually the commenting. If you comment on the post, from my experience, 5 people comment and I reply. So the number of comments is total 10. And then I can get to reach a lot more people. It's just amazing. Just that 5 comments is the magic number. And then if you feel like, it's worth sharing to other people with other people, like post on your story or send it to somebody who may be interested in the post. And if you think you want to come back to that, post later, save it. So that's the share, comment, and save. Those are the most important things, actually. So I hope you can not just me, you can support everybody in the Fibre Art industry, the small businesses that way. Okay, it's just like a bit of rant about Instagram, but you can follow me at yoriko.oki. That's my Instagram account. So let's talk about our studio. Okay. So this is our studio on Granville Island. If you are in Vancouver area, I'm sure you've been to this place before. But if you are outside of Vancouver and if you're visiting us, please come and visit us. And Granville Island is known for the community of local artists, artisans, and craft people. So if you're looking for souvenir from Vancouver, you can find the locally made items here. And also, if you're local, like it's known for this fabulous public market where you can get like wide range of ingredients for your meals. And often the time people come to do the grocery shopping here. So, but like usually local people think of Granville Island as kind of tourist destination because a lot of visitors to Vancouver come to visit us. And as such, in 2020, our studio was pretty much dead. We started seeing the effect of pandemic by February 2020. The number of visitors are way down back then. And then in March, we actually went to Fibre's West, our big local show, trying to set up. And then all the public events got shut down by our local government. So a lot of people already set up, finished, and just like, went home or accommodation, and they didn't even know until next day. So that was shocking, but that had to be done. So we went through a bit of bumps there. And I feel like last year, finally, some tourists came back. We had pretty good year last year, but this year has been like, it was okay, but like it didn't, our business didn't grow as much as we wanted, or like I wanted. So if you're coming to Vancouver, come and visit us. And like they're like we are our hand yam. And we also have like our finished items like the Penny's beautiful blankets. We can't really keep them in stock. Like she has to weave more. She's kind of smiling. Yes. We love to see more blankets. And the Rose. Okay, these are the members of our studio. And Rose in the bottom middle, she's a funky knitter and she has like a lot of fun knitted items. She does a free form knitting. And often the time people ask us, do you have the pattern for this hat knitted by Rose? And we kind of smile like, we don't. And even if we did, I don't know if you like to follow that. Because it's pretty crazy. Like she just makes up as she goes, and like one time she started casting on, and I asked her like, "What are you making?" And she says, "I think this is going to be best." And like a week later, I found out it turned into a hat somehow. So that's how crazy Rose is. And she's usually with us in this show, but as Penny said, she's traveling to visit her extended family in maritime provinces. She's having a great time, I think. Mm-hmm. So I hope she can join us again next February. Oh, by the way, next show will be February 9th, 10th, and 11th. So 9th is the Friday. We start with PJ party as always. And then 10th and 11th will be vendor shows like this. So I hope you could mark your calendar. And if anybody's interested in vending, come and join us. Like as you've always seen, this is a really casual show. We're just basically chatting about our businesses all the time. And I'm not even chatting about business. I am chatting about the show. So come and join us next time, February 9th, 10th, and 11th. For like, if you don't have business, your mission is get yarn or fiber from our vendors this time, finish something by next time in February, we have lots of time, right? Like we have 3 months to finish. Then you can enter the draw to win a prize. So, like this time, we only had 2 people and they're both getting prizes. That's a good deal, right? So this is us, by the way. Barbara Heller on top left. She started studio in 1979. So this is our, what is it, 23rd year, 24th year. And it's kind of funny. Sometimes people should come into the studio, looks very excited and says, wow, are you new here? Like, I didn't notice you before. It's we kind of smile and said, yeah, we are like 43 years young. Okay, so the barber is a tapestry weaver. She's a very well-known, respected tapestry weaver, has won a lot of prizes everywhere. And often the time people come to studio to see her tapestries from all over the world. And then there's Elena Glotzkor. She's a felting artist. She mostly makes beautiful Nuno felting scarves, which is Marisa was doing needle felting, but like Elena's work is like she start with usually silk fabric, lay down all the fiber on top of it, usually wool fiber, right? And then felt that fiber onto the cloth. And then sometimes she adds details with needle felting as well. Like she does beautiful, beautiful work. The sad thing is, Elena is from Ukraine, and she's having a really tough time, like lately. And yeah, so she's not as productive as she used to, but I really hope she can just find the time to make something because I know it's very healing, right? Like we all know, like using our hands sometimes just takes your mind off the problems you have to deal with. So I hope she can start that very soon. And then we just saw Penny. Hi, Penny. And then Ross and myself, and that's Fibre Art Studio. So please come and visit us if you come to Vancouver. I didn't think anybody would come, even when I said that. But recently, I started seeing people coming a lot of time from California and sometimes New York and come to studio there. I took your class at Bognitin Lives. Like, what? You actually came? Like, that's amazing. And I love that. So we love to see you there. Okay, come and visit us.
Oh,
So before I get started, business, I have a Fibre Lover Fair special. Okay, I usually start cyber sale at the end of November, like everybody else does. But I just decided to offer this to Fibre Lover Fair attendees a little early. So you can get anything, it's 15% off with coupon code FLLA15. Sorry, I lost my mouse. Okay. And it's good until October 15th. And I got to say, I finished Knit City about a month ago and I loaded my website very well. And I don't think I've ever had that much yarn on website. And especially like this year, most of the sales is just in-person sales at the shows and the studio. So if you like to get something, especially in a good quantity, this is probably a very good.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Uh-oh. Are you okay? I hope she's okay. So anyways, that's the coupon code for you, FLA15, and you can get anything for 15% off from my shop. All right, but before I get started about my product, I like to show you this one. And somebody else was saying, like, I think it was Marisa, like, we like to support each other as small businesses. And this one, you may seen this hat before. Like, this is the design for Shetland Wool Week this year, and it's finished. Like, it finished about a month ago. So I really like the design, and so when I went to Calgary, I saw a shop which had a lot of colors for this yarn. So I picked up some of my colorways and just decided to knit this. And I decided to knit this on my knitting machine, and I tell you later why. But I haven't finished. But anyways, I was knitting this at when I went to Knit City. It was a home, but like, I was in the middle of knitting this hat. And then I saw Samita. You may remember her from the last show. She just started an online knitting shop called Your Next Knit. If you scroll down on our Instagram account, you can probably find the link. I saw she had this Jamieson jumper weight yarn in a lot of colors, like beautiful colors. And like, I felt like, oh, those colors. Then I kind of occurred to me, like, maybe we can do the collaboration. Like, I offer this color combination to her and she can make kit. Just for transparency, I'm not getting anything. Like, I'm not getting paid by her. It's just like purely for supporting her as a fellow business. So she made, sorry, my mouse is not behaving well. Okay, that was good. She made few colorways and made kits. I just put in a chat. Let's go to her shop. I can find it. Hold on. No. No. Hang on. What's going on? This is it. So that's her shop. And she made this, I don't know how to pronounce this name. I think Buggy Fleur Beanie. She made a few colorways. First one is this one, more like monochrome. And then, so she has some colorways, and I think the third one is based on mine. And she didn't have everything. Okay, she didn't have all the colors I used, I don't think. So she kind of based on my selection, I made up this kit. So if you're interested in kind of like Fat Sister with me, this is available from her website, and I just gave you a link in the chat. So give her a cheer, okay? If you like to knit this hat, please purchase her kit to cheer her up. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to show you today. I'm 20 minutes in and I haven't really showed you my stuff. Okay, so that's the first one I wanted to talk about. And I wanted to talk about what I made this year. Like, I was thinking about, when I was thinking about what to show you today, and I've been thinking about like how my year was. My first response was like, it's been a really good year. And that's the feeling I have. And then, then it came to me, oh yeah, that didn't go well. And that didn't go well. But like, I'm very much like the glass half full kind of person. Like, it's probably, I'm too optimistic sometimes. But that's how I am. So like, I didn't make much this year, to be honest. But I'm proud of what I made. So I wanted to share it with you. And how it started is okay. I went to New York in January as a vendor and a teacher. And then, okay, the first big oops is I was dying young too quickly. I think that's the thing. And then, then I had Fibre West, which is a big local show in March. And about the end of the Fibre West, I started feeling pain in my hand and arm. And I went to see doctor and I went to see physio and I was told I have tendonitis in my hand around this, index finger and also tennis elbow. Okay, Sandy, what is it? Her hand is up.
Are you showing something else on your screen? Or are we still looking at bug flooring?
Yeah. Well, I can prove. Okay, talk about this later.
I didn't know if you were changing.
Moved.
I didn't, because I'm still looking at that one.
Okay. Thank you for pointing out that.
All right.
So anyways, this was my New Year cast on this year. Okay, so I knitted quite well, but I was busy doing shows as well. So I was probably about half done by Fibre West in March. And then I couldn't knit anymore because it hurt so much.
No.
Yeah, and that was not a very good feeling, thinking like, can I knit again, really? That was a very kind of scary thing. But like when I have a challenge, I tend to fire up. Like if there's no challenge, like I'd be probably just sitting or lying down on the couch. But when I have the challenge, I feel like, what can I do? Like I can't really sit around and do nothing. That would probably drive me really crazy. So what I did is I pulled out my really old knitting machine. I actually have more than one. And if I could say, like, I have like maybe 3 or 4 knitters. For somebody who doesn't really know how to machine it, I have so many knitting machines and they collect themselves and they kind of multiply just like yarns do or like looms do, right? Like before I know it, like I have like shelf full of knitting machine. So anyways, that's one of the reasons I try to machine it, this one. And I started about June. At that point, I couldn't knit at all. And when I was like, this was just like stopped at what point, about April. But it's been always sitting on my living room couch. And then I was kind of looking at it once in a while. I try to knit one row sometimes, but like I was like in a really bad pain the following day, so I kind of stopped. So anyways, I like to show you this one as the one I'm most proud of this year. And it took me 9 months, starting from January 1st. And that was the New Year cast on. And after 3 months, I put it into hibernation. Before the Knit City in September, I felt like, I may be able to knit again. And it's getting better. I'm not 100% yet, but it's getting there. So I did finish it before the Knit City. And in case I had this in a booth, but just in case you couldn't come to the Knit City. So this is the one I finished.
So beautiful.
Thank you. And the pattern is called the Blooming Brioche. And the design is by Zandy Peters. And it's just like, she has two versions, and this is the bigger one. And it really, bigger one, we can't really see. I probably should show you the slide. Bigger one really reached to your hip and really keeps you warm. So, sorry, this is really quick picture I took a few days ago for the show. I look the same.
That's a good
Anyways.
color for you too.
Sorry?
The good color on you too.
Oh, thank you so much. I like red. Like, I'm a blue person usually. I mostly wear black, and then I like accessorize with bright colors, like strong colors. So anyway, so that's Blooming Brew or Show. And just in case you may want to be a show twin with me. I'm trying to put the link in the chat. Okay, you can find a kit there. And this one, thank you so much, Marianne. It may take about a week or so to ship because I only have one of the colorways. Somebody bought one kit earlier this morning. I only have one dark ones right now, so I have to dye the lighter red one. But I can ship it within a week if you like to be as a show twin with me. So some people ask me why you decided to knit this shawl. Because I got to know Zandi very well. We were actually like roommates at Stitches West and Stitches SoCal last year. Oh, Nancy says Kung-Po color is expired. Okay, you know what? I fix it right away after the show, so please try it again. What does it mean by expired? Interesting. You know what? I'm actually curious. I have to go and look. Just give me a second.
Your slides, and you said that it was valid until October 15th, but this is already the 29th.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's my COVID brain talking, I think. Sorry. It's supposed to be November 15th. And yeah, that's another thing of the oops I had. I had COVID right after Knit City. I don't think I had really bad one, but I kind of feel sometimes I'm not 100% yet. Okay, I think I fixed it. I should be able to use it now. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. Okay, please try it again. It should be working now. If not, please let me know. Okay, so that's another thing. And then probably another oopsie thing is, it's not my fault, but as you probably know, like Stitches decided to dissolve the company. And I used to be a regular teacher at Stitches recently. And just in case you may want to know, they didn't bankrupt. They never filed bankruptcy. They just dissolved the company. I did teach for their April class. And so I could have claimed as my loss, but I didn't because I heard so many vendors said they lost thousands of dollars. Like my loss is $750. And even $750, like my guess is I wouldn't probably get half of it. So I would rather have the vendors who actually spend their money to get that money back. So I didn't claim it. And I'm okay. It's like, yes, I was a regular teacher. It kind of hurt in the summer because I had like one whole week reserved for them to go to Minneapolis, but it didn't happen. So I kind of had to fill my time for that. So anyways, despite all of that, I feel like I'm doing okay. All right. And then another thing I made recently is this cute hat. Isn't that cute? This is called Swell Hat by Ridge Knits. And Ridge Knits is our local. Where did it go? Where's the hat? Oh, it's right behind me. She's a local designer. Her name is Emily. And you probably know her face because Emily is the sister-in-law of Alexa of Tin Can Knits. Okay. So if you're seeing like Tin Can Knits design, and most probably you have, her face is everywhere. She's so cute. But anyways, and she's been knitting, of course, like many years, and she started designing last couple of years. She just had a baby right before Knit City, and she came to Knit City with the baby. That was amazing. And the baby was just so tiny. So this is the hat I made. That was a really quick knit, and it's kind of nice. Like I felt like, yes, I can knit again. And do you see the point? Isn't it cute? The pointy hat is in this year, people. Like I see it so many designers doing that. And for your information, I made the largest size, and because I have a big head in terms of circumference, but maybe I didn't need to be that tall. I don't know. Maybe it's okay. I think it could have been a little less tall, but that's okay.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's really cute. I know, and I love that color work. It looks complicated, but no, and it's like 4 rows repeat. So you'll be finished before I know it, and you can probably make it in 2 nights or so. It was very quick. So anyways, if you're interested, that's a Swell Hat by Rich Knits, and I do have a few kits left from Knit City, and I put it on my website. Okay, I'm putting the link in there. Okay. This room is hot, so I can't really keep it wearing it, but it's so cute. All right, and what else do I have? And I think, I show you one more later on, but before we go on, I like to show you this one. Okay, 2024 countdown calendar. And this time I decided to make it like 16 little packages in the calendar. And they'll be all numbered from 1 to 31 in odd numbers. So the idea is you start opening the package, a little package, one at a time every second day. And by the time you open 31, you'll be on the New Year's Eve. So there'll be 12 mini skeins and 4 gift items. The gift items are really good. I tell you, like my assistant was packing them this last week. And she says, I want one. So I gave her one. So that'll be delivered in 2-3 weeks time. And right now the price is $225 Canadian, but of course you can get 15% off with the coupon code FLA15. So that'll be a good deal. So order yours today. I don't have many left. I think I have like about 8 left. And this is, of course, limited edition. I'm just dyeing the yarn as many as I need them. So once they're gone, they are gone. So in case you're interested, I show you a link in the chat again. Thank you. As you said, the coupon code is working. Thank you so much. All right. So we talk about this and then, okay. Hang on, do I have this left? If you don't see this in my shop, I add more right after this presentation. Sorry, I didn't have time to check it. I said that because I know a couple people bought them yesterday. No, Friday. Like I was at the Borg Knitting Live vendor session on Friday. So I got some orders from there too. But this is something I've been selling more than I can make recently. It's called Seigaiha Shawl, designed by Ryuko Akiba. And Duke is originally from Japan, and he's living in Memphis, Tennessee right now. We met through Instagram. He's very shy, but I don't know. Personality-wise, he's shy, but action-wise, he's very bold. Let's put it that way. And kind of that gap kind of surprises me sometimes. He came to my booth at the Vogue Knitting Live in Seattle last year, so it's about a year and a half ago. And he showed me a swatch, and he said he wanted to design a shawl and asked me if I could give him yarn support. And I said, sure. So if you don't know what the Seigaiha is, you may have heard it if you do sashiko. Seigaiha literally means blue ocean waves. And usually that wave shapes look like more round, but this one is a diamond Seigaiha. And so we talked in the booth, and he said, like, what should I pick? And he liked the sparkle yarn. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, I mostly sell sparkle yarn and Donegawa yarn. Just because I like that a little added pizzazz in my yarn. Quite often people say, like, do you just like dye just regular sock yarn? And I do. But interesting enough, like I do have lots of regular sock yarn in my booth anywhere at the show. Usually people pick either sparkle or Donegal. So I keep dyeing them. I like them a lot. So this is a sparkle yarn base, and look at the details. It's a mosaic knitting. So you can you just handling one strand of yarn at a time, and then knit 2 rows, and then change the yarn, knit 2 rows. So you don't have to juggle 2 strands of yarn. I love mosaic knitting. It's just so easy, and especially probably because I have a small hands. Handling 2 strands of yarn is a bit challenging. I do like a straw and pick, so like one color here and one color on this fan, and it takes more time, right? Anyways, so that's the detail, and this is what you get. You have this ocean blue gradient mini skein set. The skeins in the picture are actually full skeins, but you get the mini skein set. And also 1 skein of morning mist, which has the white background and really fine blue and green speckles. So that's the size. It's really nice size to keep your shoulders warm. And if you're interested, I give you the link. In the chat. Okay, so that's the link for Seigaiha. And I just realized I didn't give you the link for... Oh no, I did. I don't even remember. No, never mind. So anyways, that's the Seigai shawl. And if you like to see actual shawl, it's right here. How fun is this, right? So this one is actually you start knitting from one end and then increase the stitches gradually. It just gets wider and wider. That doesn't
And that
look right.
size is the mini skeins?
Sorry?
The mini skeins make that size?
Mini skein and one
Yeah.
background color. Yes. It
It
makes this
that-
size.
wow.
That's really nice size to put just over your shoulder. And, just like wear a very simple dress, and this shawl really makes you look elegant. At least that's what my customers said. That shows. Oh, hey, I see Sandy. Thank you for coming. Okay, so that's the Seigai shawl. Okay, I just realized. Is there any comment or questions? Let me know, okay? I've been watching chat and you can unmute yourself too. It's a small short today. And then here is Granville Island Shawl. You may have seen this before because I keep talking about it and people just keep loving it. So this one was designed by Jenny Fibre. And you probably have seen her if you are on Ravelry regularly. And this was part of the bigger kit, which we made in 2019 June, I think. So there was like we have this image of local artists. It's the image of sheep. And we printed on the fabric, and then our local bag maker, Uri, made it into project bags. And then also our local stitch marker on Vancouver Island, Sarah, she made a set of stitch markers. And then I dyed the yarn, and Jenny made the pattern, and then that was a big kit. And the kit was gone very quickly, but I still sell this just as a yarn and pattern kit. And you will get this big navy skein and 5 nice pretty colors as an accent. And it is a mosaic knitting, so it's really easy to knit. And this is my TV project. Marisa said, what do you say? Fried potato? No. French fry? No. Potato chip project. I will call it TV project. Whatever works for you. Netflix project. Whatever works for you. And nice thing about it is it's all garter stitch plus slip stitch. So you either knit or slip. That's about it. And make stitches. It's a basic triangular shawl. But you don't have to do garter stitch at the beginning. I was just so pleased to know that there's an alternative to garter stitch. Yeah, potato chip, Marisa. So you start without garter stitch, garter tab, and just regular triangular shawl. By the time you finish first 10 rows, you probably remember all the patterns. So you just keep knitting to the point, at some point you feel like the one row gets so long. There's so many stitches, hundreds of stitches, and you start feeling like, I have to start another row. Right? I don't know. Is it just me? So the clever thing about this pattern is at that point, you actually can bind off half of the stitches. And then you keep working on one side of the triangle to make it a lot bigger to make this size of the shawl. And unfortunately, I couldn't find the shawl. It's not hanging there, right? Hold on. No, sorry, I can't find it today. I was wearing it yesterday, so it's probably somewhere in the house. I find it after the show. But yeah, like that binding of half of the stitches really gave me this boost, and I felt like, okay, I can finish this one. So it went pretty quickly, and after you finish a good project, you're happy you finish it, but sometimes you're also sad that it's done, it's over. I feel like, I want to keep knitting this. And Granville Island Shawl is just definitely one of those projects. So I have good number of this. Like, look at this. It looks so intricate. But basically, this is like, doing extra yarn over and drop it, that kind of that makes this lacy look. So the look is very deceiving, very, very, very easy to knit and gives you really nice result. So I give you a link for that kit. There we go. So if you like to knit this one, if you haven't already, it's in my shop. Okay, Galaxy Collection. I have about 10 minutes, so let's just look through this. I like designing yarn in collections. Maybe because I have a background in fashion design, among other things. At the fashion design school, you always talk about designing in collection. The idea is when the customer like one piece, there's always something to go with it, or some alternative with like very kind of, in different details. And you may know, like if you may not thought about it, but if you go shopping, that's usually the case. If you say like, I like this fabric, but you have some different style or something like that. So this Galaxy Collection is the first one I made about 7-8 years ago. And this one, it started with this one. And this one is called And the Winner Is. But back then, when I released the colorway, it was called the City Nights. The idea is like navy sky, night sky with lots of neon colors. And I changed the name because of the following story. I used this colorway as my first giveaway prize on Instagram. So I reached 500 followers. I was really small account back then. But 500 followers, it's usually the first milestone in business. So I decided to do the giveaway, but I had this anxiety thinking, okay, what if I start this giveaway and nobody wants it? That would be really, really sad, wouldn't it? So that anxiety was really real. Like when I talk about this now, a lot of people laugh, but it was a real, real scary moment. But anyways, I started the giveaway and my jaw dropped, like literally. Like my phone kept ringing for 4 days, the notification ping, 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 ping for 4 days. By the end of the 4th day, that was kind of entry period, I had over 1,000 entries. And I only have 500 followers. And as you may know, not everybody sees my post, right? So that was like wow moment. And I felt like I was very grateful. I felt like I was accepted in a way. And I wanted to remember that moment. So that's why I changed the name to And the Winner Is. And every time I show this picture, people said, that looks like a galaxy. So because I heard that from so many people, I thought, oh, maybe I should make a galaxy collection. So that's how this galaxy collection was made. And when I released all the colorways, I asked my followers to name those colorways. So everybody gave me kind of random names based on galaxy, like related to galaxy. And I picked the name from their suggestions. So that's a community made collection. So, and the winner is, it's up like this, and all of the colorways in this collection, they have, except the big band, they have all this background color. This happen to be navy, but it's not a flat navy. You have more like a color depth, and even the navy part, you see like a little bit more purplish, a little bit greenish, a little bit toned down. So it's very, very fun to knit with. So I just flip through because my time is almost done. Can we see the clock? Yes, 8 minutes left. That's good. So this is the Big Bang, and it is called Big Bang because everything else in this collection start with this colorway and then goes over one more dye bath. So this is the starting point of my galaxy collection. Then I have a blue galaxy, which knits up like this. Isn't it cute? I think she's in kindergarten now. Like, she's grown up. Amazing. And then I have a supernova. This is a purple background. And this sweater was crocheted by Lola Beth King, one of my customers. And I believe she's in California. And the pattern is Silver Sage Sweater by Mariana Miller. And then I want to show you this one. This is very clever. And this one's made by Rachel, whose Instagram account is Treehouse Knits. And she also has a podcast called Floss Toss on YouTube. She's a stitcher, she's a knitter, she's a weaver, she's a spinner, she does everything. And what she did was she paired this really colorful Donegal, Supernova Donegal on Donegal with black lace weight mohair. So she effectively toned down all the colors to make this poncho in a way more wearable. Like, I don't know if you have, say, a job in a bank or lawyer's office. I don't know if you'll be comfortable wearing this one to your job, but this one is totally doable. Well, in my opinion, anyways. So if you like those pairings mohair, like everybody says, just like working with two strands together, but it's more about color mixing. And I thought this is a very clever example of doing that. And if you like to kind of explore this mixing with mohair thing, I'll be teaching a class called Optical Blending with Mohair Yarn at Vogue Knitting Live, New York, next January. So come and join me. Then we have Green Universe and Tarantula Nebula. It's interesting. This year is like everybody's buying brown. And I never sold so many Tarantula Nebula skeins in the past, but this yarn is trending for sure. And then we have Andromeda, which has the black background. And this is our friend Keith. And he took 2 skeins of Andromeda and made this beautiful shawl. I keep bugging him to write the pattern, and he says he's working on it. I don't think he's working on it. It's just sitting there. But he's a busy guy, so. But this is a beautiful, beautiful shawl. I love it. So that's the Galaxy collection. And I once made Find Your Fate shawl with this collection. Sorry, this picture looks a little washed out, but the color is a little darker. And all my collections are available in a full skein set. So if you get full skein set Galaxy collection, you can make Find Your Fate shawl. With mini skeins, you can do mitts. You can probably make 2 pairs of mitts. Okay, like this. I love the way how color works. And then I bought this Sakya sock knitting machine earlier this year when I was desperate to find something other than hand knitting. And I also had like a lot of scrap of Galaxy yarn after I'm making mini skeins. So I just mix them up. So that's something you can use the mini skein as well. Like that ones, I'm just finishing up. Where did it go? Oh, I just finished all the toes and the heel and the calf, and I'm ready to bind them off. I have, where's the other one? I have both pairs ready to bind off. So that's something you could do.
Is that sock for you?
This is, you know what, this is kind of my practice piece with the Sakya sock knitting machine. And it just happened to be it's a little too big for me.
Yes, I'd say so.
So I'm thinking I have the guild sale next month in a few weeks. So I'm probably bring them there and see if anybody wants them.
Yeah.
It's a little too big.
Yeah. It
Like,
is a great way of using up the scrap yarn. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Especially like, with a flatbed knitting machine, if you have a knitting machine, it's hard to change the yarn. Or it's almost impossible to change the yarn in the middle of the row. But Sakya knitting machine, you can change it anywhere. So I found that it was the best way to use up my scrap yarn. And I see more of those coming soon.
Is the machine that you bought strictly for just fingering or sock yarn?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Knitting machines, you may go to do maybe DK sport weight if you push it, but you have to learn how to use the weight properly. Like the thicker yarn, you need more weight to weigh down so that, stitches won't pop up. So another thing I did with the Sakya sock knitting machine is I just made a tube. This was just really practice piece, but you can make this into a headband if you're interested. So make it, at least this is 3-inch wide, okay? Make it about 20 to 22 inch long. And this could be just flat piece. It doesn't have to be cube, but fold it in half. Then at the top, just slide it either way to make it kind of half overlapping. Then you fold this over to enclose other side, like so. And fold it over like that. And you stitch here at the top. And I don't want you to watch me stitching, so I just put a safety pin here just to simulate the stitching. And when you open up, you get this neat twisted look.
I love that. That's so sweet.
You can wear it as a headband.
That is cute.
Like younger people, I like to have my hat, but younger people say it's too hot to wear hat, but they do wear
Well,
headbands. So
be great
and
for
you,
ski season, for
sorry,
skiing up in the snow.
yeah, it gets cold here, but it's not as cold as other part of Canada. We're lucky. So that if you're looking for some really quick project to make for a quick gift or I don't know, maybe your guild sale, like a church sale, this is something you could do and you can use up all the scraps. And of course, it can be hand knit, of course. You just need a rectangle, at least 3 inches wide, about 20 to 22 inches long, and then stitch up like I show you.
Can you show again where you stitched it?
Where I stitched it, I show you again.
Is-
Okay, so this long piece, right?
Yeah,
You fold it in half,
yeah,
and then you slide halfway like that,
yeah.
and fold it to enclose the other side like that.
Okay,
One more time like that,
okay.
and then you just stitch across
All the way through.
all the 4 layers together.
Oh, okay, okay. That was so cute
Okay.
how it unfolded.
Just all the way across.
Okay,
And when you open up, you may want to steam this, but you get this nice cross in the front.
I like that.
Isn't that cute?
Really cute.
So anyways, that was the mini skein collection for the thing. And, I have more collections, but my time is up and I shouldn't probably go too much over time, although I am the organizer of the show. I just want to show you my schedule for next while. This is my teaching schedule. Okay, I've been teaching the color theory class for knitters and crocheters. Their Vogue Knitting Live, this is the Zoom show at the beginning of December. They haven't announced, I don't think they're taking the registration yet. They are doing their October show right now, and the next one is December, and I'll be there. And if you are lucky enough to go to New York in January, I'll be at the Vogue Knitting Live, New York, in Marriott. And this is an in-person show. I have a vendor booth. And I also teach in 2 classes. One is the color theory class, and the other one is optical blending with mohair, as I told you earlier. And, okay, the next one nobody has heard yet, other than me and the person organizing it. I'll be teaching a traditional warping method for rigid heddle loom class hosted by Sunshine Coast Weavers and Spinners Guild. And this may be for the guild members, but hey, you can join the guild if you want. And another thing is if there's space left, they may be able to let other people in too. So if you're interested, just give me a shout and I find out more. Then in next year, April, I am so honored to be invited to teach at the next level knitting conference by the Knitter Guild Association. They do all the master knitters certificate and things. And they have this online conference in April, and I'll be again teaching the color theory class. So that's the teaching schedule, and the bending wise, I'll be in New York in February. I'll be at Fibre West in March. And then I'll be in Toronto in May. That's what's confirmed at the moment, I believe. So that's that from me. Thank you so much for listening to my mumbling. Is there any question?
Thank you.
Much.
Thank you. I hope you enjoy the show. And let me just stop the recording. Thank you.